Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with more RWBY Ice Queendom, you guys. And not just more RWBY Ice Queendom. We are on the next to last episode of presumably this series, unless they decide to do another season. But I don't know about that, so let's just say next last episode ever. I am very excited to see, especially after that cliffhanger that they left us on last time. I'm excited to see what's going to happen next. There was quite a bit to get into last time. We had a lot of really good moments. I'm already hearing from some of the folks who've already seen this episode, no spoilers, of course, that this next one is going to be really, really good and action-packed as well. But before I get into just kind of my lingering thoughts on the previous episode, before I do that, I just want to say, if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much. And as always, I'm sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in that description down below. And if you are joining me on those YouTubes, I hope you'll hit like and subscribe for me. Thank you so much for that. So yeah, guys, they left me on quite the cliffhanger last time. But it was a really good episode. I really liked how ultimately Blake kind of became the mirror for Weiss, or negative Weiss, or, you know, however you want to put it. Because as soon as we confronted her with this kind of like persona that Blake had become or assumed, or it was like negative Blake. I mean, it is Blake's nightmare too now, but I think it's safe to say that the negative versions are just you know, the person, but distorted. So I know there was a lot of confusion about that for a while, at least for me. That's kind of what I've come to now, is that, okay, well, it's yes and no to it being the person themselves. But anyway, what we basically did was, you know, held up a mirror for, okay, well, this is what you think of us. This is what you want. This is how, you know, and Weiss was like, no, wait, that's not Blake. Hang on a second. And it's like, oh, we're getting somewhere, are we? Also, big shout out to Yang for figuring out the dream logic because of course you can do stuff like that in a dream. I don't know how we got this far without thinking of that. I don't know how we got this far without me thinking of that. That like in a dream world, logic is going to be very distorted. So that was really cool. And Yang was just out here living her best life in this last episode. It was so much fun to watch. But man, like negative Blake, as I'm guessing we're going to be calling her. I just love how, you know, the nightmare is kind of different based on the person that it's, you know, attacking. And in this case with Blake, you know, it's just so like aggressive. Of course, because we know that Blake has a lot of negative emotions to feed off of, as does Weiss, which is, I think, why both the dreams are so powerful. But there was just something like beast-ish about, and I think that has a lot to do with the whole like, the conflict about the White Fang and the faunus and everything. Both on Blake's part, like her inner conflict, and maybe a little bit about Weiss's conflict as well, because now the dreams are like mesh. So that's kind of like one thing I was thinking last time, is how much of this sort of persona is Blake's nightmare and how much is like Weiss's nightmare. So I don't know if we'll ever get clarity on that. I think in my mind, maybe it's just kind of like a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. But yeah, guys, so we left off on RWBY in midair, which was not a nice place to leave me on, but yes, it did get me more invested for this time, even more invested. So without further ado, what do you say we just go ahead and we jump right into this next to last episode of RWBY Ice Queendom. Let's do this. Oh, look at them fighting so well. I'm so proud of you. Oh, Jaune, you could do this. Jaune! Oh, God, Jaune! Oh, crap. Oh, no. The vine, like, snapped his leg off. Was that protection from the sword? But if you recognize that she's acting strange, then... Oh... The excuses. Oh... So you're admitting it! Oh! And here is the real Weiss. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You have freed me! She's finally starting to speak on her own and not so much like through the nightmare. Oh! She can see this. Oh, and she's gonna be up and... Oh! I just love cutting away in inopportune times. Maybe you have to use the... Yeah! Here we go. She did that on purpose to give her some kind of advantage in here, and I have a feeling it's gonna come in handy. Oh! Yang activated. Oh, yeah. You're gonna really regret. Nice. Oh, and just landed right back on the bike because, of course, she would. Running up that hill. Riding up that hill. Oh, man. Oh, she popped his head off. Oh, we broke through to somewhere. What's this? Oh, baby Weiss. That's... Oh. Oh. You will be the castle for others. It's so sad that castle ended up being her prison, in a way. I'm so glad he got to know her a little bit. That's right. And then be that castle for others. And she took that with her. And there it goes. Flying out of its face. That was, wow. That was pretty sweet. That was such a sweet moment.
Oh, baby Weisses.
Whoa, nice. Yeah, we're helping out. Sad that that's what she always wanted, but you know, seeing Jacques explode is always a plus, so. Thank you, baby Weisses. Thank you, beautiful, wonderful Pyrrha. Ah! Oh, crap. That's why he's so important. Because they had, like, that understanding when she was little. And also because he's just, like, was the leader of the family. That's like a decoy grim? Oh, it hides in the shadow of the person facing it. It's in her shadow? What is... Oh, wait, it is. It's hiding in the shadow. Ooh. Oh, there it is. Oh, no! Oh, dear God, no. Not again. Oh, yes! Silver eyes, baby! Woo! Yes! I was wondering if the silver eyes were going to come into this. Oh my God. Yeah, It doesn't stand a chance against Silver Eyes, baby. No way. Awesome. And we got it. And we got it. Come here, you little. Yeah, you're going in the jar is where you're going. But when we still have to worry about Blake, though. And, oh, wow. And it just kind of disintegrates. Oh, I was wondering if maybe we could see. Ah, he knows. Yeah, heck yeah. Let's all hear it for Ruby. Yes. Yay. Hi. Hi, friend. Yeah. Oh, honey. I think she does. I think that's why you're here. Oh. Aww. Yeah. And now we're going to fight to save her. And it's going to bring us all closer. No, you did. You did notice. Oh, it did. Made quick work of it. Dang it. Oh, no. Please hold out. So now this should be completely Blake's nightmare, right? I mean, I don't know what the rules are exactly, but I'm guessing this is mostly like Blake's arena now. Are we gonna... Oh! Oh! Yay! Come on! Come on, Blake, you could do this. You're strong. Oh, she's like climbing out. Ah, go to her. Go to her. Yes. Ah. Oh, you made it. Good job. That was such an image. Her just climbing out. Okay. Thank you, Weiss. Heck yeah. I mean, we're wrapping this up right here. There's one more episode after this. Oh, man. Oh, dang it, guys. Look at how good this looks. Oh! Oh, wow. What an image, though. Is it a little bit? Yeah. It's who you used to be. Oh, dang it, guys. Here we go. Team RWBY back together. Stronger than ever. I'm so glad we got Blake free. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, just the shadows fighting the silhouettes. Oh. Wow, that's... It just, like, pops up from the shadow. So Weiss was absolutely right. It does hide in the shadow of the person fighting it. Come on, guys. Give it all you got. You can do this. Yes. And there's the other little critter. Off in your jar you go. Oh my god. Right as the last one like came through. Jeez. That was cutting it too close. You helped in a way. Oh. Thank you, baby Weisses and Dream Pyrrha. Oh, God. Seeing Pyrrha vanish away like that, no, it's too much. They were all the little versions of you. Yeah. Oh, why? She's going to be so confused, honey. Yay. Oh, honey. Okay. Yeah, you too, Jaune. Wow. Just watching it all, like, fracture away. Oh, welcome back. We were so worried. Yahoo! Oh. She's like, Oh, honey. And she's barricaded herself in. Baby girl. Oh, come on, guys. We're your friends, honey. And there's oh, that's cool. Oh, we're laughing with you. Not at you. Wow, guys, that was so good. I love that we actually wrapped it up, and I love that. I feel like Blake and Weiss made some progress in this one. Because Blake, I think, Blake was more aware, I feel like, of a lot of her conflict and traumas. And had made the conscious decision to leave that behind her while still dealing with so much of it, clearly. Weiss, I feel like, kind of isn't consciously aware up to this point of a lot of the things that are sort of bothering her. She knows how she feels, but I feel like none of it was at the surface. You know what I mean? So I feel like she learned a lot about herself. The embarrassment is great because, of course, that would be Weiss's reaction. Of course, she would be like, oh my God, oh, everyone knows that I was attacked by a Grimm and you guys saw the weird stuff in my dream. And she'd be really, really embarrassed about it at this stage. This just is more fodder to bring them closer, though, because, you know, who understands you better now than someone who has literally been inside your head and gotten you out of it, you know? I love that the tease about Crescent Rose really came to fruition in this one. It was just a nice little lead up and like, okay. Because I love that it wasn't an accident anyway, but to know that's kind of like, that was the key to defeating the Grimm, that was pretty stinking cool. I was really happy that, and again, like Blake, we know willingly kind of like signed up for the nightmare and was able to, I think, have a little bit more awareness of it. And even though it had taken quite a hold, the image of Blake coming out of the nightmare Blake was really, really cool. And her like dealing the final blow, I think was really meaningful for her as well. To be like, that's something I used to be. That was such a great line. That was so good. I feel like we all learned about ourselves. I feel like the only one who didn't get like a lot of deep introspection in this one was probably Yang. And Yang was just over here doing her thing. And we know from the main series that like Yang will go through so much later. In a way, it's just kind of nice to see Yang just kind of being free, living her life, being Yang. And that's, you know, that was very much who she was at this particular point in the series as well. I loved the tiny Weisses and Pyrrha helping so much. And Weiss's kind of recognition of that. Again, I wonder if it will really get her thinking about just kind of her inner workings, I guess, you know. It's a very, I think it was probably very eye-opening for Weiss. And after the initial shock and embarrassment has died down, I'm sure she will start to think about that. I love the scene with her grandfather, with Nicholas. So I don't know if they mentioned this on the main series, that they ever, like, had any interaction. I kind of assumed that he was already gone by the time she came along. But I could be wrong. I mean, there could be something, a detail that I'm forgetting from the show. that goes against that, so do not quote me on that. But I love that he was like this kind of supreme ruler in the dream, but once we saw the reasoning behind that, it's because it's no wonder that we had so many things in the dream that were kind of also like vulnerabilities that we were trying to protect, like the sillies. Because on the other side of that big, you know, whatever was made of bronze or steel or whatever, Nicholas, we had this wonderful, pure memory of her grandfather basically telling her, you know, this will protect you, but one day you will be the one doing the protecting, and you will have friends and people you care about to do that for. And it's like she hung on to that even through all of the trauma that she went through. And I feel like that's what was really keeping her anchored, even in the dream, to this idea that, like, there were people that she cared about. So wow, that was just absolutely beautiful. I loved it. I love that Blake's plan worked. I love that. I thought for a second maybe we were going to go through like, oh no, Blake's Grimm has gone too far, and now, like, can we safely get her out? And I'm glad that we just, like, didn't do that, because after trying to rescue Weiss for most of the series, I would have hated to have seen, like, her get in the clear just so that Blake could end up in terrible danger. And now we're free. I don't know where we go from here. I'm guessing we're just going to have like a nice little wrap up and a nice little epilogue. Possibly, maybe we'll drop some hints for future series, but I don't know. I feel like this one's pretty self-contained. They even have kind of wrapped it all up in a nice little bow. If you really wanted this to be like main canon of RWBY, you know, there is a reason why we never spoke of this ever again, and that's because we promised Weiss that we wouldn't. So I don't know if there's like any room to do this continually. That being said, though, if you did want to do that, think of like all the people who it would be really interesting to get into their nightmare like on this show. So I don't know, but either way, I'm down. I love the episode. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to wrap it up here because after all of that goodness, oh my God, we didn't even talk about the silver eyes. Holy crap. Yes, they brought in the silver eyes. So a few of you have said, maybe they'll bring in the silver eyes. Even though that's a little bit earlier, than, you know, which a lot of things on the show were earlier. Oh man, that was such a great moment. And I was just looking on knowing like, yeah, battle can bring some things out of you. So awesome. So yeah, what was I saying? I was wrapping it up. Sorry, when I just thought of something. I'm glad I thought of it though before I ended the video. But yeah, guys, I loved it. I hope you loved watching me watch it. Tune in next week for the finale, which I'm sure is also going to be very fun to watch. So please be sure to join me then, because you never know, they might pull something out in the last episode, and it might be something I need your help on. No matter what, I always need your help. I think that's pretty evident. So please be sure to join me then. We will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.